so we're back. So today we'll be talking about 5 things you should not do while LS swapping your S197 or any LS swap in general. So let's get right into it. First thing, do not buy eBay lifters. I mean it, because then you'll end up like this guy. Yeah, pretty bad. Feel this.
Yeah, but you know,
This is bad. That one's gone. That one's gone. That one's gone. Gone. And there's a piece of. Yep, that was me. Destroyed 2 lifters after not too long, honestly. But again, number 1, don't buy eBay lifters. Don't do that. It really sucked rebuilding this thing multiple times, having to pull heads, stuff like that. It's just buy from a reputable company lifters. Number 2, buy head gaskets. Legit LS9 head gaskets from a reputable seller. I buy from LSX Acceleration. I get the small bore for the 5.3. LS9, obviously the multi-layer, I think they're like 7-layer gaskets. Make sure you do that, because if not, you will end up just like me. So there is where our leak was. There was coolant leaking into the cylinder. Number 3, do not buy eBay injectors. If they say 80-pound Delphine or whatever injectors on eBay, if they're not from a reputable seller, just like a lot of this stuff is not from a reputable seller, obviously you can use eBay if they're reputable for some parts, but if they're not reputable and they're dirt cheap, do not do it, because the injectors, the injector flow rates, whatever they're putting in there, it's all a lie. Go buy from some reputable. Buy, I've had good and bad luck with these Snake Eater 1500cc injectors. I will tell everybody, buy once, cry once. Just go buy a set of Bosch 210s and be done with it, and you will be happy in the long run. 4, and what we're getting at is that guy right there. I went, when I first put this car together, the eBay standalone harness with the stock computer setup. Obviously, because I thought I was just going to do an NA build with a cam and then throw some nitrous at it. But after you start getting into it and you see that the stock computer doesn't give you data that you would get with a Holly, or control like you would get with a Holly, or just the extra modules and like gauges and stuff you would need to run a stock computer setup, is not worth it. I myself, the harness was like $150 for the standalone harness. The tune alone on the ECU was like $600. And then I needed an AEM wideband gauge. Let's say that's another $200. So I mean, like, we're at 6, 7, 8. We're almost to that price tag of a Holly, and you get all of the extra stuff included already. So you get your boost control, you get your nitrous control, you get obviously a dash that works that I didn't have. I had to go and buy a tablet and hook up a USB or a OBD port to the tablet to run like a Torque Pro app. Now you can do that for these, cheaper builds. I get it. If you want to do it that way, more power to you. But for me, number 4 is going to be to go ahead and run a Holly Terminator. No matter the cost, this thing will pay you back over time, no matter what, and it won't fail you or have all the extra stuff that you need to buy, like this stock computer deal. All right, and last but not least, number 5, when you go and put a cam in your LS, you're not just putting a cam in there that's made for anything. Obviously, get a cam spec'd for what you're going to do. On my first gen build on this car, I ended up picking up a cam and a set of BTR, valve springs and stuff like that. It was supposed to be a complete kit, but it was an Isky Racing cam that was custom spec from probably back in the 90s, made for an LS. Ended up finding the specs and stuff through the grapevine, because it was such an old cam that it was made for a blower setup. Not even an NA setup, not even a turbo setup, not even a blower setup. Make sure you get a cam and the entire cam kit, let's say like Texas Speed, BTR, cam motion, stuff like that. Get the whole kit that is spec'd for your car and what you plan on doing. It is a big thing. Obviously, valve train was very related to all of my Gen 1 issues when I first put this car together. But, like valve stem seals not being correct, and it's smoking out of the exhaust, and obviously leaking a bunch of oil down into the cylinders. That didn't help. And, the lifters, the push rods, all that other stuff, it doesn't help when it's not made for what you are doing. So, obviously, get the correct cam kit for what you are doing. If you're just going to do an NA build, get an NA build kit. If you're going to get a turbo, make sure you get a turbo cam. Now, people will say boost cams are boost cams and NA cams are NA cams. That is true. They may work for you. They might not work for others. But in general, you should get the custom spec for your setup. All right, so that's going to be it. Hope you guys enjoyed all of my fuck-ups over the years and all my do's and don'ts. I will say some of the stuff you can still go and buy from cheaper, reputable companies, such as like small stuff like intercooler piping, blow-off valves, sometimes fuel pressure regulators, catch cans, some wastegates, and intercoolers themselves. A lot of that stuff is still from Amazon, eBay. I have had great luck with them. Obviously, that one over there is a PDY, fuel pressure regulator. Thing works great. Rev 9 wastegate, eBay intercooler piping, eBay intercooler, Amazon catch can, stuff like that. It's simple stuff that doesn't really, do too much. You just need it to hold together. You know what I mean? That one's kind of important, but that thing has had great, and I mean great, reviews, and over the years, it's never given me a problem. Same with this Rev 9 wastegate. So, hope you guys enjoyed today's video. I will catch you guys in the next one. I'm going to drop this oil pan down and replace the O-ring to the pickup tube, and then we will be ready to get this car hopefully on some radials and then go out and go racing. I am going to most likely next week drop a video, and it's going to be ride-alongs. So that is going to be a good one. So with that being said, go down, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will catch you guys in the next one.